Yo, how's it going? Yeah, you behind the computer screen. How's it going? You probably want to see stuff on Slayers Unleashed, but no, I'm gonna make this conversation really weird with the background gameplay of me being killing stuff. Yeah. Okay. No, let's get in the video. Got 5 parts. Gonna deep dive in all this for all you new players. Basics, where we're going, what you want to start with. First, I'm gonna go over the UI because all you noobs don't know what you're doing. Alright, starting with the UI, we got the inbox. The inbox, useless. Get rid of it. Go away. It's work in progress, not actually useless. The target practice thing is actually useless. It just closes the menu without you having to press the menu button. Okay. Next, we have the party menu. This thing's buggy as heck, but you know, it's a Roblox game, so yeah. Pretty much, you can open it up, create a party. If you put it in the first digits of your friends' names, it'll automatically put in, as long as no one else in the game has those digits, and you should be good. Disbanding parties does not work, keep that in mind, and leaving party might be glitchy, so you'll have to reopen the menu. Okay, moving on to inventory. It's the inventory, the 3-box icon, the inventory. It's very explanatory. I'm not going to explain it. We have the stat points menu now. This one's a bit more interesting because when I opened this menu, I was expecting like, oh, just 0, 0, 0, everything, right? Well, yes, you're gonna have 0 out of 300 because there is a cap to the levels, which most Roblox games don't like. They like infinite leveling, and this game just balances so much because you don't have to worry about some overpowered kid coming in that has AFK'd for thousands of hours and just one tap you. You can get up to the cap, and then you can actually play without just getting rolled. Obviously, players are gonna be skilled, have different combos. We'll get into that in a little bit. Don't worry about it. But I'll go through a rundown of the stats. We got sword, which is, it's your sword skill. It buffs your abilities with your swords and breathing styles, which are, I'll explain it a bit. We have agility, which is pretty much your stamina bar. I think it can buff some abilities. Pretty useless. It can work though. Also keep in mind, sword skill. I don't think I mentioned this. This is going to be only helpful for humans and hybrids. Okay, keep that in mind. We'll get into that later. We got defense. That's pretty much your just HP. It's a pretty helpful stat, actually. I think it's probably the most used because both demons and humans and hybrids need it. Then we have strength. This is purely for demon and hybrid. Nothing to do with you humans. All right. Let's see. So that's stat menus. I guess the skill points in the bottom corner. You'll probably see that. When you're looking through the menu, of course. Every time you level up, you're going to get 3 stat points. You're going to be able to either use that in this menu or in the next menu I'm going to go over, which is the ability tree. So, the tech tree. This is the guy I was just talking about. It is a beast. I don't even know how big this thing's going to get because I'm playing an early version. It's big. So, you can either choose between a demon slayer or a demon, sorta. You'll figure out how that goes. As you can see, there's two characters in the middle of all those ones on the right or left. And then we also have wall climb, which I'll get into. It's a very important skill that you'll need to know. Pretty much, with this menu, you're gonna invest in whatever breathing style or blood you want. Now, if you're a hybrid, you can get 2. Well, not just 2. It's a bit more tricky than that. You can get a blood demon art and a breathing style, which it's pretty much just a hybrid of both human and demon, which they are trying to balance it. So you may think it's overpowered. It sort of is. Then we're gonna get into the primal breathings later. I'll explain that in a while. But yeah, that's this menu. this is also where you can use skill points. Next, we have the settings button. Pretty explanatory. I mean, yeah, hotkeys, whatnot, all that. The one thing I want to note is that button next to the run or sprint. That's just toggle. So if you want to toggle your sprint instead of just holding it, yeah, that's all it does. And then we have the Roblox menu up top, which is, I mean, you won't really need it. I mean, unless you want the game passes for private servers and whatnot, it's kind of useless. Well, it's actually quite helpful for the devs. So if you want to support them, you know. I think that's all for the menu, though. Oh, there's an open screen to show what abilities you haven't cast and whatnot, but that's kind of outside the menu. So that's pretty much all your UI. Now we're going to get into part 2. But getting back to actually how do I get stats or XP, there are 3 methods that I highly recommend. Well, not highly, but like the 3 methods I know really well. We have getting logs and boulders, doing quests, or farming bosses. Now, I'm splitting these into categories because you can kind of approach them differently at different levels. Quests are easily the thing you should start with. Very easy starting quest, kind of. Like, you're gonna get some yen, which will allow you to buy a sword. You're gonna get a ton of XP to get you those skill points fast, and well, you'll get some experience on the map. So that's why I really recommend the quests early game. If you want a combo, I really recommend comboing the teddy bear quests by Megan, I think. Yeah, she's in the Kensho village. I'll show a video on screen of what you need to do, and then also picking up another quests with oh man, Gambit? Yeah, Gambit. That's his name. And he'll make you go to Slayer's HQ. But the cool thing about this quest is there's a chance that you can have the teddy bear to spawn at the Slayer's HQ, where the guy that you have to deliver the letter is. So what I really recommend is, if you can get that, or if you don't get it, you can just rejoin the server and just re-get the quest for the teddy bear. And you can just book it there, book it back. Heck, you could even fast travel if you really are that lazy. But it's a really good combo early game. It'll get you like quite a couple levels fast, and then you can just reset character to go back to town. So that's quest number 1. That'll get you first free levels pretty decently easily. And then once you get your sword, this is when you're going to want to either choose to AFK farm or also continue quest farming. Because your sword's going to allow you to use your breathing styles if you're a human. Or you can just farm logs, because what I'm going to show you is getting these logs with your fist. You have to hit the log 5 times before you get 1 XP point. Whereas with a sword, every hit will get you XP. Now, logs aren't the method. I really don't. Just go away from logs. There's boulders in Sagiri Mountain. Go over to Sagiri Mountain. That's I think that's northwest of Kensho Village. Yeah, something like that. But boulders just give you so much XP, as I'll show on screen. That they're pretty decent AFK methods, but quests are your reliable early game. Now we're gonna get into the end game stuff for all you people trying to get level 750 before anybody else. Bosses. Yeah, that's right, bosses. You thought I wasn't gonna mention that till part 4. Ha! Get wrecked. Well, you see, bosses can give you a crap ton of XP. I'm gonna show a spreadsheet on the screen of just their XP and drops. I'll also show this later in the video, but you can get 45k XP. By the way, there's 2 times XP event right now. You can get 45,000 XP per kill. I have killed Yorichi in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, pretty much. That's, oh man, that adds up, you know? So, there you go. Those are my recommendations for farming XP. Now we're gonna move along to part 3. Alright, now that we've gotten you a source of XP, you probably want to get some powers. Probably want to have some cool stuff to use, but you're like, I only have water breathing. Yo, man, help me out. Yo, Mr. Space Madness, I need some help. How do I get these super cool powers? Well, you can either pull out your wallet and give them some Robux, or you can join their group on Roblox, as we'll show on screen, and then you can put in codes through the chat window in-game, also shown on screen. The recommendation for finding codes, either Google or their Discord has a lot of stuff involving codes. I might be able to put some on screen, I don't know. I'll show what I can. That's pretty much it for how they work, but they're all chance-based. So what I mean by this is when you do a breathing roll, this will roll for a breathing style. Now, if you're a demon, this doesn't do anything. I mean, you can't get a breathing style as a demon. I'm almost 100% sure. For some reason, I haven't tried this, so don't give me a ton of hate, please. But I'm pretty sure it does nothing. So don't roll these unless you really need them. Although, what it will do is if you swap to a human in the future, you will have that breathing style. So, breathing rolls, you have percentages. I'll show them on screen of what the percent of each breathing style is. Sun and moon are not on here, as you can probably see. Same with Muzan. On any of these probability, chance, odds, whatever you want to call them. That's because there are other ways of obtaining in-game. I will get into that later. Should I just share now? Yeah. Pretty much. To get Moon, you gotta fight, oh man, what's his name? Moon Guy. I'll show him on screen. I'll show a way to get him. I mean, he's one of the bosses. You fight him at level 150 or above. I really recommend 200 or something, because he's kind of tough. Also, do not bring any poison at all to this battle. He will rage so fast. Pretty much be above 150, and you have a 10% drop of getting moon breathing. And this goes alongside all your other stuff. So let's say you had a Blood Demon Art as a hybrid, and you also have a what else? I guess you have like water breathing. Yeah, let's say you have water breathing in the tree. As a hybrid, by the way, Moon Boss is hybrid only, so that should be noted. You also get moon breathing, which is busted in PvP right now. Well, sorta. They kind of nerfed it, but we'll get into that later. That's how you're gonna obtain stuff like this. Moon breathing, sun breathing. Sun breathing is from Yurichi. He's on top of Scary Mountain. He will actually give your sword a fire aura, which does damage over time. This is dangerous because damage over time is good, but it can be risky, especially against those people that have those bars that build up their superpower. You'll figure that out in part 4. Anyway, that's explaining those abilities because you're curious. Muzan, you just go talk to him. You get his passives. You probably saw the clans. That will be mentioned a bit later, because I was very confused with the clans, dojos, factions, ranks, whatever they are. That will be shared later. Bosses. These guys. These are the guys that you're going to be farming for hours for XP. Same with dungeons, even though dungeons are probably going to be more made for the loot, even though they're unbeatable right now, so XP. Simply put, bosses are your endgame goal. You're going to be fighting them. Really, this tutorial is not going to go too in depth on them. I'm going to give you a spreadsheet of what I know and some of their drops. This should not be your main focus. This is a tutorial. If you want to look into boss battles and whatnot, ask the Discord or go watch a different video. This is going to be endgame. You get your loot from them. You fight them. The explanatory. You've been watching dungeon gameplay this entire time, probably. So, yeah, that's all I'm going over. Marks are 300 plus, level 300 plus, so that's important to know. You cannot be a demon if if you want them, you have to be a hybrid or a demon slayer. Hybrids have, I think, half the buff that normal people get, so keep that note. Otherwise, I don't have much else to go over here. So. Alright, I'm gonna do a rundown of clans, factions, whatnot. Clans, bottom left corner of your screen. That is related to your character. All in-game stuff, it's gonna buff your character if you combo with your breathing styles, whatnot. Kamado and Moon, well, Kamado and Tizukini, I don't remember how to say it. Those will be your Moon and Sun clan. They also double XP, so definitely get those if you're new. Well, if you can. They're like a 1% drop rate, so that's important to keep note of. They are not related to the rest of this, really at all. We're gonna get into dojos and factions and what they are. Factions, either you're a demon hybrid, which go in the demon faction, or you're a demon slayer, which means you have to be a human to join. There's been hybrids that have gotten there. Doesn't really matter. Talk about that later. So, that exists. Now, what do these factions do, you may ask? You're like, oh, Mr. Space Madness, how do I get ranks? What is the point of any of this? Well, there isn't really much of a point, because it's just it's a title, a community rank, if you'd say. So, pretty much, you go around, you put in your breathing proof to show what breathing style you have. By the way, I don't think you can change it after this, so that's why I'm an insect user, by the way. I probably wouldn't be if I wasn't locked to this dojo. But, you know. So you keep your breathing style, and you do trainings with other people that share the same breathing style as you, and you compete for points. And as you get points, you rank up through the ranks. There's like 10 or 12 of the ranks. 2 of them are community managers, kind of. Otherwise, you can kind of rank up and you can prestige or something like that. So it's kind of cool. Honestly, it's just a community rank. It's a title that will go into your rank in the in-game titles. Demons have their own set of ranks. Demon Slayers have their own ranks. I don't know all of them. You might be able to find a list on the Discords and whatnot, but that's all I'm going over for that. Now I think I'm kind of out of stuff to talk about, but there are a couple things I want to keep note of. Meta, if you're trying to like be hardcore super sweat lord, just go hybrid with Love, Doma, and Moon. You're just gonna stomp. Either that or go Sun Love, because Love, lifesteal. Okay? Just gonna note this at the end of the video because it's busted. I've been trying to play ranked. It's painful. But that's not related to you new players. I hope this video was helpful. If anybody has any questions, there is the comment section. Make sure to leave a like because I'm a YouTuber now. Don't subscribe. Subscribing's kind of weird, you know? I don't want subscribing. Well, you can subscribe if you want, but I don't know. Likes are way cooler because, you know, yeah. There's that. I think that's all. Wow, that is a video full of information. I may release some more videos on all the breathing styles in the future, like my cousin does flame breathing, so I may have an interview with him on the channel here soon, so you know, all you flame users might have a interesting time watching that. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas for future videos you would want, leave them in the comments, all that. I'm gonna get off because I'm sick of trying to voice over all this, so goodbye.